everyone. Welcome to Single and Married with Ezzy. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Ezzy Odimoko. I'm a mom, a pastor's wife, and I enjoy talking about relationships. Today, I have authored 2 books, Relationship Smart, Love, Courtship, and Marriage for Every Woman, and Brighter Days, 100 Thoughts of Hope, Love, and Blessings. Both books are available for you wherever you get your books. You can also get them on Amazon. Today, I'm going to be talking to you on the topic, practical ways to make your wife happy. And I'm going to be basing some of what I'm going to be sharing with you today on a book that I really like. It's called Love and Respect, the love she most desires and the respect he desperately needs. It's a book by Dr. Emerson Eggerichs. I recommend it. Get it. It will bless you. So we're going to be talking about practical ways to make your wife happy. The first one, we're going to use the acronym COUPLE. The first one is closeness. So as an introduction, women desire to be loved. Okay. And if a woman is complaining in marriage, almost always is going to be because she says he doesn't love me. So love is something really important to them, but sometimes, it's not clear. Like, what does that mean? How can I really show this love to my wife? So that is why we're going to be sharing these practical ways for you so that you can take 1 or 2 or 3 of these things and put them into practice and watch what that will do for your wife and for your marriage. So number 1, closeness. Wives desire closeness. They want to connect with their husbands. They want to feel him. They want to know that he's connected to them, right? And how can you show that? Finding ways to hold her. Maybe if you guys are taking a walk, holding her hands, showing affection in public. They want to see that closeness. They want to cuddle. They want you to be physically affectionate with them in public, right? Not when you're out in public, it's like you don't know them. And then when you come in, it's like, hey, come over here, right? No, that closeness should be constant and present. All right. Finding ways to connect, to share together, share a meal, sit together, watch a movie, go for a walk, do things together and just form that bond and companionship. The second top tip today is openness. Okay, we're using COUPLE, acronym COUPLE, openness. And your wife wants you to be open with her. She wants to know your plans. Remember, when you were dating her, you were telling her all those beautiful plans. Don't stop now that you're married. She wants to know what your plans are, what your hopes are, what your dreams are. So plan with her. What are your financial goals? What are your career goals? Plan with her, share with her, talk, express. And that is one practical way that you can show her that you love her. If you can share your plans with her and get her plans and both of you can plan together and you can get her on board, trust me, she will do her best to make sure that plan is executed effectively. The third point I want to share with you today is understanding. You for understanding, right? Remember, even in First Peter, the Peter shared, he says to husbands, dwell with them with understanding. It's a big one, right? Women are not always easy to understand. And that's okay because God made us all different. God made them different. If you remember in Genesis, the Bible says he made them male and female. That talks to the differences and how God fashioned each sex, right? So you is for understanding. Seek to understand her. Listen to her when she is talking to you. Listening means not listening and watching TV, like actually listening, turning to her and giving her some of that attention. And then after that, you can go back to what you were doing, right? Ask questions. Understanding could also be helping her. What is the person going through? What stage of life are you people in right now? Some of you are in the stage where you're raising little ones. That will mean she will need a lot of help with the children, right? So understanding means helping, finding ways that you can support and understand. Understand means when she's having those emotional roller coasters, you understand. You can help her, listen to her, and talk her through some of those situations and find ways you can support her. So understanding is the big one on how you can practically love your wife. The next one is P. I want to talk about peacemaker or being a peacemaker, right? Being that person who pays attention, who is willing to say, I'm sorry, who is able to seek the peace in the home. It takes a lot of maturity to be able to seek the peace. Sometimes it may not even be your fault, right? But as the husband, you just step in at that moment and lead in peacemaking. And then that will really help her know this man loves me. My husband loves me, right? So be a peacemaker. Learn to find ways to just make peace in the home, make peace in the marriage. If there's been a conflict, don't let it stay for long. Find ways to come out and bring the peace back to the home. The next point I want to share is L for loyalty. Loyalty, she to love her practically. She wants to know that you're loyal to her. She wants to know that you're committed to her. She wants to know that she has, she is up there on your list, right? Like after we know God is first and above everything, but she wants to know when it comes to others, right? She is number one. She is priority. Your marriage is priority. So how are you going to show loyalty? Making time for your marriage, making time for her, being reliable. If you say you're going to be there, you do your best to be there. Excuse me. We know things happen, right? But if you show loyalty, then when situations come up that, you couldn't make that appointment, you couldn't make that game, right? It will be easier to understand. Remembering special dates, right? And birthdays, anniversaries. We know that men are wired differently. Sometimes you may not, those things may not come to you naturally, but you can find ways to put those in your calendar so that you're reminded, right? Something like a birthday shouldn't come and you don't remember, right? Because you were so busy, or the anniversary. Throw those in your calendar, find ways that you can help. That shows her that you love her, that you're loyal, that you care for her. The last point I'm going to share with you today is E for esteeming her, right? Esteem, she wants to hear you praise her, to say, I love you, right? So, of course, we know women don't get tired of that. So always remember to tell her you love her, cherish her, honor her, get the children to appreciate her and praise her. Those are things that you can do practically to show your wife that you love her. Yes, we know you love her, but we want to share these with you so you can practically show it. And I know that as you show it, the Lord is going to make your relationship stronger. You're going to build your marriage, make it stronger, happier, and healthier. Next week, I am going to continue with for the men, women, what you can do to become closer to your husband. So you don't want to miss that. If you've loved this, if you've enjoyed this, if you learned anything, don't forget to put some comments on there, like, share, and subscribe, and click on that bell button so that you're notified whenever I come online. Now, reminder that I host a free marriage mentorship class monthly. I encourage you to come join us so that we can learn, grow, build ourselves and our homes and our families together. And if you have been following me, you know that I recently launched Zitco, where we help you with your finances, whether it's mortgage, whether it's investments or insurance. We want to help you have 360, 100% of everything together, not just marriage, but your finances as well. So if you want to know more about what I'm doing right now, you can just go to zitcoinc.com and you will find information on what I'm doing right now. And you can reach out to me for help with your mortgage, with your investments, with your insurance and things like that. But I do look forward to connecting with you again. And so till next time, it is goodbye and God bless from Single and Married with Ezzy. Bye-bye.